YouTube, what's happening, y'all? What's happening with you? Talk to me. Talk to me. I'm a little tired today. Just got off work. You can probably see it in my eyes. But you know what? I pulled over just for you. Just to give you a little bit of advice once again. You know, I was doing a lot of watching the videos on YouTube, like you're doing right now. And I've seen video after video after video of people that's having a hard time simply paying rent these days. And I'm sure most of you know this firsthand. But not only paying rent, buying groceries, buying necessities such as gas, paying bills, etc. It's getting tough out there now. It's been tough for a while, but it's really getting tough now. You can feel it. You can sense it. Cost of living just isn't keeping up with inflation. The dollar doesn't hold the same weight as it used to. What are we gonna do? I'm sitting in my little commuter right now. And I'm thinking, what if my family had to live in this commuter? How about you and your family? What if all of a sudden you were priced out of the home you're in? Priced out of the apartment you're in? All it takes is for that rent to go up a couple $100, in some cases for some people. You can easily be homeless within a 30-day period. Can you pack up everything you have into your personal vehicle? That may be the case if it's just you. But you got other seats in your vehicle, right? If it's not just you, there's gonna be some other family members that need to sit in those seats. How are you gonna sleep in those seats? How are you gonna do hygienic things? Where are you gonna go to do that? Where are you gonna simply use the bathroom? We talked about this before. The majority of the people out there are one check away from homelessness. Imagine trying to pack up everything you have that you can carry and squeezing it into your vehicle and moving around location to location while you try to find the next place to reside. Simply because you don't have backup funds. Simply because you just don't make enough money. The majority of these people on these videos that I was watching, they claim that you have to make 2, sometimes 3 times the amount of rent. I've even heard as much as 3.5 times the amount of rent you need to be bringing in on a monthly basis. It's ridiculous. If people had that type of money and was able to show proof of it, they wouldn't need to be looking for a cheap apartment to live in, to move into. They can go right out there and buy a home for those prices. The price gouging these landlords are doing these days, they ought to be ashamed. They ought to be jailed in some cases. They're just taking advantage of people in the situations. Can you imagine trying to come up with 3 times the rent just to prove that you can move into a home or an apartment? Studio apartments, depending on where you're at, can cost you $2,500. That's if it's just you by yourself. Imagine if you have to care for your significant other and some kids in there. Throw that into the equation. Despite how you may feel about the presidency of 2025, there's some things that may be advantageous to you. One of those things is eliminating the just went blank here. Eliminating the income tax. That's the word I'm thinking of. Eliminating payroll income taxes. Imagine how great that would be. You look at your check every single week, every single 2 weeks, whatever the case is, and you look at that number of all the taxes they take out federally. The state is still going to get theirs, believe me. But the federal income tax. The new president is trying to abolish the IRS. In the sense that they should no longer take from the American people. The feds are funded through our taxes. However, the ones that should be taxed are the corporations, the countries that import, or excuse me, they export what we import. They're making a killing off the American people. It's in talks that those are the ones that are going to be taxed, not the American people. But we're not going to get deep into politics. I'm just bringing it to your attention in case you were not aware. Trump has been taking a lot of actions on day one of stepping into his office. I hope that's another accomplishment that he can knock out for us, the American people. But can you imagine all the money that you can save and invest from each and every paycheck that you have if you have not to give it to the federal income tax system? Imagine that. What would you do with it? That's not more money to blow. That's more money to invest in you. That's more money to save. More money to put away for that rainy day. More money to have 3 times the rent put aside somewhere in case the time does come when you're in a situation where you need to find a home in an emergency. Remember what I said. You got the poor class. You got the middle class. They're not too far away. And you have the upper class. That gap is getting larger and larger by the day. But the middle class is going to be gone. That's where the majority of us sit. It's rough out here. Get your investments in. Get your skills on. As I told you before, this whole financial system is being turned upside down for the better. In our favor. In the American people's favor. Opportunities to create wealth for yourself don't come too often. Usually don't come more than once in an individual's lifetime. This happened before in the 80s with Apple computers. The ones who knew about it purchased stocks of Apple. When those stocks went public, a lot of people made a lot of money. Similar things happened during the dot-com boom in the 90s. A lot of startup companies went public. A lot of people that invested in those startup companies made a lot of money. If you knew how to be at the right place at the right time, keep your ear to the wind, you can find those opportunities. Those opportunities today in 2025 are within crypto. The entire United States financial system is going digital. We will soon have digital currency. We're at the beginning stages of everything transferring over to a digital system. I entice you to learn about cryptocurrency. You're on YouTube right now. Do a simple search. How do I invest in cryptocurrency? What are the first steps? Give me the easy 1, 2, 3 steps. You don't need to listen to something that's complicated. It may seem complicated at first, but it's really easy to get involved in crypto. The reason I'm mentioning it is because it's going to expand the gap between poor and wealthy. Not rich, wealthy. This is one of those opportunities that came and went in the 80s. One of those opportunities that came and went in the 90s. Your opportunity is now for your generation. It's not too late. Back in the day, it was Google. It was Yahoo. It was web domain names that made you money if you played the game right. Today is cryptocurrency. It's not too late to get into the game. I want you to ride the train to financial freedom. You can let it skip you by if you like. But you can't blame no one if you're hearing this. And if you are hearing this, I'm probably sure you've heard it from someone in the past as well. Don't let opportunity fly by you. The economy is not keeping up with individual's income. It's taking off. Your income can't keep up with the economy. Inflation is going out of control. Again, you don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. You want to create financial wealth for you and your family and the future of your family. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take sacrifice and commitment to yourself. But you don't want to end up living in a car. I've been there and I've done that. It worked for me with no problem. But I couldn't imagine having a family and being in that situation where I have to provide for my family out of a vehicle. I'm sure you don't want to be in that same situation either. So get your life in order. Start thinking about things that may affect you. Pay attention to what's going on out there in the world. Don't just search for funny videos and things that entertain you. Get your financial knowledge on. Get your financial freedom on. Your financial wisdom on. Learn as much as you can about finances. Because again, nobody's gonna give you a handout in this world. It ain't no fun living in a car. It ain't no fun trying to figure out where you're gonna lay your head tomorrow. It ain't no fun trying to figure out where you're gonna keep all your personal items because you just got booted out of the place you were living at. Rent just went too high. You can't do it no more. Sometimes it doesn't matter if you got double income. Them landlords turn that rent up every 6 months, it seems like. And it's not baby jumps. They jump at $300, $400, $500 sometimes. Are you ready for that? I'm not even ready for that. But I damn sure am trying to get ready for that. Nobody will ever be able to say, I didn't try. I will never be able to tell myself that I didn't try. There's certain people that come into your life that bring certain knowledge and wisdom to you. Whether you adhere to it is up to you. But if you don't, and it could have made a difference in your life, you can't blame anyone but yourself. Again, a lot of people want to hoard information. I'm not cut from that cloth. I try to help people as much as I can with nothing else but knowledge at the very least. So continue to work hard. Continue to take care of your body. Continue to stay financially smart. Control your spending. Do the right things with your money. Find things that can become assets in your life. Not liabilities. Don't know the difference? Look it up. Find things that's going to make you money. But I'm telling you, this world as you know it is about to be turned upside down. When you start going to the bank, things are going to be totally different. Your dollar isn't going to be wanted anymore, but your digital currency will be. Better learn about your digital currency. You better learn about how to receive it, how to acquire it, how to make money from it. Because right now is the time to acquire it and make money from it. In 2025, this is your Apple computer opportunity. In 2025, this is your Google stock option opportunity. A few years back, you had an Amazon opportunity. Opportunities come and go. But the problem is, they don't appear when you need them to appear. So when you find them and they're presented to you, you take it and you run it and you take advantage of it. You don't think about it. You just start running with it. You take that knowledge and you figure out what you need to do. Unless you want to be stuck in a rat race, spinning your wheel, getting up, going to work, going to sleep, getting up, going to work, going to sleep, not producing anything, not acquiring anything, nothing to show for your hard work. Get off the couch, stop watching TV, stop playing video games, stop going out to the club, stop doing all that nonsense that's not doing anything for you. Don't work hard for that. Work hard for financial freedom. Once you have financial freedom, then you can play around all you like. Then you got time to sit around and waste time if you like. But when your money's working for you and it's bringing more money in for you, then you can have recreational time. Again, think about your future. Don't think about today. Don't live for today. Think about where you want to be in 5 years. How well off do you want to be in 5 years? You want to be doing the same thing? Nothing wrong with that, if that's your choice. But if you're in the middle right now, I don't know where you're going to be in 5 years, because that middle won't be there anymore. That middle class won't exist. If you think it's hard now, imagine how hard it's going to be when you're in the poor class, trying to do what you're continually doing right now. You're not going to have, you're going to have not. That's exactly what you're going to have. Not. So I'm just trying to talk to you as real as I can talk to you. I'm just trying to pass on to you the little bit that I know. I can only be raw. I can only give it to you one way. And that's the peanut way. Because we keep it all the way peanut around here. Get your exercise on today. I ain't gonna let you forget that. Peace out.